mean you knew it?
I knew you'd forget the intro.
It's been a while since we recorded, okay?
And whose fault is that?
What are you talking about? We've been releasing weekly podcasts. Where were you this whole time? Like, we've been recording every single week on the dot. Like we said, we would release every Monday. We've been doing that since the beginning of this podcast.
Even you don't believe yourself. You lost complete confidence. But as everyone can see, we're in a brand new studio. But before we say that, let me just attempt the intro.
It's not a studio. It's an extra room in my house.
we'll get to it. We'll get to it. What up? And welcome back to the No Logic Gaming Podcast. The podcast whether you know logic or you have... Wait, you know logic? Or you have no logic. You decide. And to my right, we have Rizzy.
I'd just like to say to all the people listening and watching out there that after this very long, prolonged absence, this is 100% Blue's fault. And to our left, we have Nomi.
And to my left, we have a Nomi.
I agree. I concur with Rizzy there.
Okay.
And that's all I have to say.
Listen. We were in my tiny, shitty 520 square
and
foot
we were
apartment.
completely fine with that. And then your mama wants to move back in, and now we're screwed.
What do you want me to do?
We got kicked out. So basically what happened.
Dude, do you want me to do the opposite? Sorry, Mom. This is the podcast.
Mom, this is more important, bro. Stay in Pakistan.
Stay overseas. Relax.
Don't come back to America.
We're tired.
We're working. So we did change the studio. We did. Yeah.
We changed more than that.
We changed a lot. And in
lot.
fact, we have made the most greatest studio ever. You know, like kind of funny how they like have a lot of technology and things like that. We did the same thing.
But in a bedroom.
in a bedroom.
In a spare bed.
This is actually your theater room.
This is my media room, yeah.
This is your media room.
Yeah. Right behind the clouds is my projector screen.
Yes, exactly.
What used to be.
Yes, exactly. We have like our dual we'll do it like a vlog for an office tour. We'll get that set up.
Didn't we record where you changed my filters? My AC filters?
Yes, coming soon. They put we did studio maintenance.
Well, I was just teaching him when he has a house in the future how house maintenance works. So I made him do the filters and we recorded it. It was fun.
Stuck me in the attic and surrounded me in this itchy cotton stuff and
Insulation.
Yeah.
What? Why is it all over? It's not. It's unorganized.
It needs to be all over.
It need to be in like a box in the corner or something. But anyways.
So we have a new studio. We have new equipment.
Exactly. We have like an upgraded setup. I'm loving this. This is great.
Temporary, and I always told you this is too busy. You need to take some candles out.
Of course.
No. And there we go. And then you toss that shit. You just lost the candle. What are we gonna do? What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it?
Hey, I got something else for you to throw over here.
Listen,
by the end of this podcast, I promise you, none of this will be.
It's Halloween. It's Halloween theme. Look, you get the little skull. It's climbing in your laptop. Look.
Yeah, he's taking half of my screen.
And I'm offended because apparently I'm a Halloween costume. He's dressed like me.
I am not him though.
I'm
better than
you were
him.
blue.
But you were always a character.
I am Dr. Disrespect's son, Dr. Respectful. No mustache. And he took my glasses. But I'm still, I have my own little spin to it. The blue rather than the red.
The Walmart vest?
I'm his son.
Yeah, you got man boobs, bro.
I don't. I'm sitting down.
Honk, honk.
You guys just like... But yeah, what about you? What is your costume?
This is my costume. Well, half of my costume is out downstairs crying.
I created a monster. She calls me daddy. It'd be better if you had her with you the entire time this podcast.
No, well, this whole table would be just in chaos.
Then there'd be nothing left.
Yeah, it would be snots and boogers everywhere. There'd be some shit in your hair. It'd be psychotic here.
Oh,
well, I mean, there already was on the floor, so...
Yeah, we got...
Okay, this is a funny story. We walked in, and this man didn't say hi, hello, nothing. He goes, does it smell like poop in here? And we're like, no, it doesn't. Relax, man.
Which, by the way, is because we have a new dog.
Yeah! We don't have an Angie cam. We have a Zuri cam. Well, not a cam.
We don't have a cam.
We don't have a cam.
We have no cam.
We have a dog named Zuri. She is... What kind of dog?
Australian Shepherd, who has massive diarrhea.
Yeah.
Time to time, she gets diarrhea, and she decides to do it in the house, on the carpet.
And you woke up with that stench in your nose.
Pretty much. Yeah. I woke up, I'm like, what is that smell? I'm like, oh, and they're coming over for a podcast.
So she did it upstairs, which we're here right now.
We're upstairs,
right? But it was more outside until we had to turn this camera on in the PC, and I was like, oh, what's this? These look like little Hershey's Kisses.
Did you try one?
Only to realize no, I did not try one. Only to realize that it was poop.
Yeah, it was a droplet of diarrhea.
Yeah, that's what it was. But I don't smell anything. He doesn't smell anything, and apparently that stench is in his nose for the rest of today.
Yeah, it's nothing like the smell of fresh diarrhea when you wake up in the morning.
Yeah, no, exactly. But
it just sticks to you, it just sticks into your nostrils.
It just sticks
and
to you.
Everywhere you walk, you just smell a little bit of it everywhere. And you're like, where is it?
And it just
where is it? I need to find this.
It just
stench.
bothers him. It just bothers him. But this is a.
But now he's next to me, so now it's a whole different smell.
It cancels out. It cancels out. But this is the No Logic Gaming Halloween Fest that we have going on here.
Finally.
So you can expect a lot of Halloween content coming for this part of the year. And we have a new studio, and you can expect us to be regular again.
Yep.
In providing content, plus a lot more coming soon.
Are you sure you want to promise that already?
Yes. Absolutely.
It didn't work out great the first time
We're meeting
around.
because we're meeting every single weekend. And there's no one that's gonna be coming to live over here unless I get kicked out and I'm like, hey, can I have this room? And he'll be like, sure, because you're my cousin. I love you so much. And then we move forward by what? What's so funny?
Nothing.
Why'd you laugh?
Nothing. I'm not saying anything.
I just heard a great fictional story right now.
Speaking of fictional stories, Nomi made us watch a very interesting movie.
Yeah.
It was
This popped up on my TikTok feed like 3 or 4 times at least in random days, and they're like, this movie is called No One Will Save You. It is one of the most incredible movies you will ever watch. It came out this year. You need to watch it if you like horror. Dude, that movie was garbage. I made them watch it. I watched it and I was like, I'm so sorry. I apologize for making you watch such a dumb movie. I got so bored, I started forwarding through it, scene by scene, pausing to see if something interesting happens. But no, nothing really interesting happens after that first little tidbit. After the first 20 minutes.
No one did save you.
No one saved you.
No one saved
They spoiled the movie at the title.
No one saved us, and he dragged us with him. But here's the thing. Right? This was literally yesterday night. He goes, let's watch this movie, and then we'll regroup and talk about it tomorrow on the podcast. And we're like, okay.
We'll review it. It'll be fun.
I was like, I don't
It's
have
like something for Halloween,
I don't have Hulu, and he calls me, and I quote,
Puss.
a puss. and that's because, listen,
It's short for Puss in Boots. Have you seen that?
he's married. He has someone who loves him. He's got a family. Him too. He's married. He has someone who loves him. And they live.
You
with
have
people.
your dog who loves you.
I am
hang on now.
alone.
Hang on. You're married and have a kid. I'm married.
Mm-hmm.
And he has Latino heat.
Yeah. Hey, I want to know about this date.
Hold on. Wait. We can't make this public yet.
What happened?
It's public.
What happened on the date?
It's just we're talking about the movie.
This was your first date in what, 18 years?
It wasn't really a
Has the
date.
virginity been
Wait,
lost?
so we're going there? Wait, hold on. This is more of like a. What is it?
Oh, he's
We just-
he's so flustered
Is
now.
this more of an after hours podcast?
What are we? No one can save you. No one can save you.
No one
Can
will
save you, Blue.
That's funny. He just name dropped me just now. It's okay. People already know my name on the internet.
Hey, Raheem.
Yay.
That's right. You did it in your Ask You Anything.
Yeah, I did. But the date was good. I'll just put that. The date was good.
Nice. Where'd you
It
go?
was good. It was good. Well, hold on. We're talking about the movie. We'll talk about
We're past the movie
We're
now.
like-
Yeah,
past
but
the
we
movie.
already talked about the movie. Movie's done. It was bad.
We're
Done.
moving on to
That
a
was the
better
review.
story.
That was the review.
1 out of 5.
No, I was gonna say the movie was pretty good.
We're moving to the next review. Where'd you go to?
Listen, we all know you have bad taste. Now, moving on.
There was no.
No, we know you have bad taste. It's okay. It's all good.
Yeah.
His wife fell asleep watching it. My wife fell asleep watching it. I forwarded through it just because I made you guys I told you guys to watch it. So I was like, I can't
Not watch it?
Yeah, not watch it.
Mhm.
It's not fair. So I forwarded through it. You literally watched the whole movie from start to finish without doing
No,
any-
no, I fell asleep. I
Exactly.
didn't finish it.
Thank you.
I didn't finish it.
There's some.
I
there's some hope for you.
appreciated the attempt. The fact there was no dialogue and she had to completely rely on her facial features in order to.
But they were very good in
The
terms
story
of how
sucked.
she did her facial features.
Yeah. It was just a horrible plot.
Yeah, but the actress was pretty good. She said it was an acting exercise in an interview, exclusive interview.
I mean, it is. You have to portray what you're seeing, what you're feeling, without saying any
anything.
words.
I was just waiting for one single word to happen in that whole movie.
You're like, what's gonna start
Like, oh, this
soon?
guy's about to say something. No, he just makes a grunting noise.
Do you remember what the words were that she said?
No, I don't. What was
It
it?
was, "I'm sorry."
Is that what she said?
And I was really hoping that's what you were going to say to me after I watched
I
it.
did. I apologize. As soon as you walked into the house, I was like, I'm sorry.
My
we
wish
don't have
came
to mention this
true.
movie on the podcast.
No, you said I'm sorry. There smells like poop in here.
Yeah,
That's what she
that too. That
apologized
too.
for.
I still got the sorry part, though.
But yeah, it was not. It was,
So where'd you go on your date?
if we went to a restaurant.
Which one?
Which one? Yeah,
It's-
I want to know like
Restaurant.
what the Gen Zers are taking their dates
Is that what
to
we
nowadays.
call them now?
It's a restaurant
Is
bar
it a Gen Z? I don't
minus
even
the
know.
bar.
So a
So
restaurant?
what now? So what is it called?
It's called the Tipsy Oak. Am I gonna dox myself too?
What?
Dox myself?
No, you don't have to dox anything. I'm just saying. Oh my god, it went so dark.
It's because we're looking at each other. And that's what I noticed. This cloud does that. And this camera does that every time we look at, like, if we look at each other eye to eye. Sexually. It gets dark. No, I actually didn't. It's because he was looking at the camera.
We're going after hours here.
Speaking of date, okay, so yeah, no, so we went to a restaurant. It was nice. We talked for hours, and it was very good. It was good to.
Is there a second date?
It was good. Yes, it's coming.
How did the night end?
The night ended very
Did
respectfully.
you drop her off? Were you guys driving? Or
No, hang on.
We go separate cars because
Separate
it is
cars.
2023.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, usually you pick your date up. Drop her off.
Yeah, I mean back in the 70s when you guys were dating.
Really, that doesn't happen anymore.
No, man.
That's so disrespectful, bro.
no. It's
In
not.
November,
Nowadays,
door?
man, that sucks.
No, it's because you got to be respectful to the other person.
Respectful of what?
Because I mean, maybe they don't want to disclose where they live or something like that. Hey, let's meet at this area, right? And then we go there. It's like that's how dating works nowadays.
Yeah, I guess.
When was the last time y'all went on a date?
Well, I go on dates with my wife all the time.
Well, I'm talking back when you were the bachelor life.
Don't switch the subject. I still want to know what
Your wife
happened.
is gonna get mad at you if you she hears
What?
that this.
what did you guys talk about? Like, what was like the main topic?
Well, it was more nothing serious. It's usually starts off, very fun, very light, casual conversations.
yeah.
you
Then it
know,
gets heavy.
usually about this,
Hot
and then
and heavy.
and then it goes a little bit more,
Yeah.
there, and then it ends on a very.
It's Latino Heritage
Good.
Month, so you need to take
Good.
her really, really nice, somewhere really nice.
Yeah, so if it was a good restaurant, you should really tell people where to go.
What is it really? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
I need suggestions where I can take my wife. We always go to the Cheesecake Factory.
Something for everyone.
Yeah. Listen, you're-
It's the biggest menu ever.
well, here's the thing. You're not at a point in your life where you need to impress your wife anymore.
No, you always need to impress your wife.
But you don't.
Your
do that.
significant other should be like, oh my God, we're going over there. She loves this steak place called Three Forks Steakhouse. If I take her there, she loses her mind. That's awesome. It's like a treat for her, right? But I don't tell her, hey, it's dark again.
Because we're looking. I think it depends on me. I'm the one who brings light into this podcast, as you can see. Look how bright it gets now. Look.
I'm gonna move the light.
Is this really bothering you?
Yeah, it's bothering me, bro.
Oh my God! Freaking Goldilocks over here. No! No!
He wants more light.
That's perfect. Perfect. One more light. That's what we need.
You're worse than Goldilocks.
This is so much better.
You and
Talent
Goldilocks,
has
Guys,
spoken.
tell me, did I not just light up your life?
light up your lights.
I mean, you've been doing that for years.
That's true.
Like nobody else. You know that song?
No,
Okay.
I don't know that song. Because I wasn't born back then.
You could still listen to songs.
You weren't born
Hush.
back then.
I wasn't born back then.
Back in the what 90s?
back in the 90s. So we have how long have we been talking for 15 minutes about just me? Let's talk
You
about.
still haven't told us where you went.
Yeah.
I did.
Where was it? You said it so whisperingly. Can you like say like what was the place you went to? I want to know.
It's called the Tipsy Oak.
The Tipsy Oak. Where is this at?
Where am I saying the city's name?
Well, it sounds nice.
There's a lot of restaurants in Texas that have that name. That's all as much as I can say.
So
In
which
Texas.
one did you go to?
Which one did I go to?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, my address is.
We're waiting for you.
You guys have never done anything on the internet, have you guys?
Hey man,
we can't
look,
talk about where we go.
we can
can't
talk about. This is our podcast. We talk about whatever we want.
Yeah, we're not sponsored
It's-
by
We're not sponsored by
anyone.
anybody.
Sends a swatter.
Tipsy Oak, you want to sponsor us? We will tell you where you are located. We will tell our audience where you are.
Yes. But anyway,
I have a topic. I want to talk about something. Are you
going to tell us the name of it?
Yeah, where it is. Where this guy went, I'll tell you.
turn my location on.
I am a lover of diet drinks. Everything diet, everything. Like literally cranberry juice, apple juice, or anything that has a diet in it. I love it. I just love the taste. I've gotten accustomed to the taste of the diet.
But you're the heaviest one here.
What?
No, I wasn't like
That's
no,
probably why.
no.
Right? I love that shit, right? So I if you look at my fridge downstairs, I got the Diet Cokes.
That's
I got
true.
the Pepsi Zeros.
Mhm.
I got the Diet Dr. Pepper Zeros. Those are better.
Even
Yeah.
this has no sugar.
This has no sugar. It has like sucralose, but it's fine. It's still zero.
Zero somewhere.
Yeah, there's zero somewhere on the Celsius. But all I'm saying is I love diet drinks. Like that's my thing.
Right.
And I could not be happier with the news that just came out.
What came out?
About diet drinks, about particularly aspartame. Have you heard about aspartame, the artificial sweetener?
I've heard
That's what
of
they
it.
put in Diet Cokes. It's zero sugar, 0 calories, zero this, but it gives you that sweet taste that diet drinks have.
Okay.
That's aspartame. But the aspartame has been linked to cancer for a very long time. It's like you shouldn't drink this. You're gonna get cancer,
yeah.
cancer this, cancer that. Every article linked with Diet Coke, diet this, diet that, and aspartame and cancer. Right. The International Agency for Research on Cancer, the IARC, found that aspartame probably isn't giving you cancer. More than 100,000 individuals were followed between 2009 and 2021. How long is that?
12 years.
12 years. And checked to see whether those who reported having more aspartame were more likely to get cancer than those who had none, right? The IARC have 4 categories. Number 1, causes cancer. That's category 1. Category 2, 2A, probably causes cancer. Category 2B, possible causes of cancer.
Mm-hmm.
And category 3, it gives you cancer. Like it's a risk of cancer, high risk.
Oh, so this is multiple choice.
This is multiple choice. these are the 4 categories. They found that on average, people who ingested no aspartame got cancer at a rate of about 31 in 1,000. Okay? With no aspartame. For people who had a higher intake of the chemical, the risk of cancer was instead 33 in 1,000.
Pretty close.
Pretty close. In other words, going from having no aspartame to drinking it regularly for a decade increased the risk of cancer by 0.2%.
Okay, that's pretty minimal.
So there's literally nothing linked to cancer now as far as aspartame goes. It's the category that that aspartame is now in is 2B, possible causes of cancer. So it went from 3, which is hey, this is going to give you cancer, to 2B.
It might.
And this is the biggest news I've ever had for myself, because I absolutely love that shit and I drink it all the time. Like I am now opposed to actual sugary drinks like Coca-Cola and things. Like I hate regular drinks.
Yeah.
I love Diet Coke more than regular Coke.
Is that because of the risk of diabetes or for something else?
No, it's just the taste. I've just been accustomed to it. I'm like, oh, this has 0 calories, and then that's when it started. I'm like, okay, and then the more I drink it, the more I was like,
So
oh,
you have these 0 calorie drinks so you can have regular flavored brownies.
exactly.
Very nice.
The balance.
The balance of
so
life.
How long have you been drinking diet drinks?
Not long, actually. I would say I started probably like 5 years ago.
5 years. Okay, so my question is this.
4 or 5 years ago.
My question is this now. And in those 5 years, how many people have told you or given you shit for?
Oh, everyone. Everyone has told me stop drinking Diet Coke. Do you have diabetes? I'm like, no. Then why are you drinking zero? It's so bad for you. It's gonna give you cancer. But I like the taste. It's like, but you shouldn't. You just drink regular. It's better. I'm like, no, I don't like the taste of regular.
So my point is, he chose this topic because he wanted to really have like one last middle finger to the all of you people denied me for this long. 5 years in the making. Look, an article on Wikipedia came out.
100,000 people for 12 years in the course of 12 years.
Were you part of that program?
No, I wish I knew about it. I would have been on the bandwagon.
I would have been like,
You would have
Like,
volunteered.
please put me in the Diet Coke diet section.
we'll supply you for Diet Coke for life.
Yeah,
Do
man.
this.
Bro, dude, this is awesome. I love it. All you diet drinkers, keep at it, man.
And have regular brownies.
And have regular brownies with it, just to substitute it somewhere a little
Yeah,
bit.
you need that sugar.
It's pretty good. Yeah. So you drink your Diet Coke, man.
I love my Diet
yeah.
Coke, yeah.
Would you say Diet Coke is your number one favorite in the diet drink?
No,
Or do you
that's
have an
actually
actual
new.
favorite?
I have an actual favorite.
Which one?
Surprisingly,
Celsius.
Pepsi Zero. It's
Pepsi Zero.
One of the best diet drinks ever. Diet Pepsi, absolute trash. It is the
There you
worst garbage. Pepsi needs to figure out what the fuck they did with Diet Pepsi. That shit tastes like garbage.
The Pepsi Max Zero.
Pepsi Max Zero is one of the greatest diet drinks ever. It's better than Diet Coke, better than Dr. Pepper Zero, better than all those other things. Pepsi Max Zero reminds me of pan masala.
That's a very interesting
Yeah.
flavor.
You want to explain pan masala to our?
Yeah, it's just an Indian, what is it, like a freshener, mouth freshener after you've eaten food. They take a betel leaf and they put all these sweeteners in it and they put all this, what was it, like fennel seeds and like little crunchy, crispy, sugary balls and all sorts of things. And then they wrap it up in the betel leaf and you eat it and it's like a minty, like a mouth freshener. That tastes exactly like
I wanted to stump him with that one, but man, he knew exactly how to describe pan.
I mean, he eats it, so.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Yeah, Pepsi Max Zero.
There
Tastes
you
like
go.
pan.
There you go. Have you guys ever had? I mean, a little bit off topic. We're still in the Pepsi genre, but have you ever had the draft cola for Pepsi?
Well, I don't know what that
I don't
is.
think I've had that.
It's
What is that?
literally it's like, I'll bring it and we'll try it on the podcast. It has like 60 grams of sugar.
Oh, shit.
And it's
That's
a
a lot
can
of
that's
sugar.
like about this big.
Okay.
Right? And it's draft, so it means it has like a little nitrous thing in the bottom, like when you open a beer, right? And it's like you. Psst,
Like a
and-
bubble? Like a foam?
Yeah, like a foam, and it's
Okay.
like you're drinking like a vanilla float.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
like a Pepsi float, and then you have to pour it immediately,
Okay.
right?
Because it just comes out.
Yeah, it just comes out.
I've never heard of this.
Really?
Yeah, I've never heard of this.
Yeah, you had to have seen it. It's really cool. So there's like the Pepsi one, and there's a vanilla one. The Pepsi one is trash.
Yeah.
Get the vanilla Pepsi one. It's fire,
I
but
may-
it's 60 grams of sugar, so you'll be in a coma for sure.
Yeah, I may have seen it, but I'm pretty sure 60 grams. I skipped right by
yeah,
it.
yeah. I had to try it, dude.
I'm not really looking at like I know it has sugar. Like if you're gonna get a regular like soft drink, you gotta just know it has sugar. You're getting it just for the taste. You're not really.
Yeah, but 60 grams, that's like 15 teaspoons.
Dude, like Mountain Dew has like 72 grams of sugar.
That's Mountain Dew.
Yeah,
you know,
well,
going
you know.
in, Mountain Dew is going to give that to you.
Guess. But what is okay? So what is your favorite drink? Like for example, we're all gamers. What do you if you guys were to play a game and you have a long playthrough, like for
Pepsi Max and Kettle One vodka.
I was gonna ask. You did Last of Us 2. What did you have to drink?
Nah.
I didn't know he was gonna say. Okay.
That's quite a combination you've got going on over there.
Telling you. What about you?
Oh gosh, I think I've always been more a Coke Zero person.
Coke Zero.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean it's just classic, but also I like Sprite Zero a lot now.
Hmm.
Got a good clean
I'm
taste.
not a fan of Coke Zero.
You know,
I
I'm a
like
fan of
Diet Coke better than Coke Zero, which is weird.
I like Coke
That's
Zero
Because I
odd.
think Coke Zero tastes more like regular Coke. It's
But
really
that's why
cool.
I like
That's
it.
why
because
you
I
it.
like the
Yeah,
original taste.
I don't like the original anymore.
Well, Coke Zero.
Yeah.
With vanilla extract is
So the vanilla Coke
Flames.
Zero, have that.
vanilla. Well, where do you find it? I've been looking for years.
I can
The
get you one.
gas
I'll get you-
station?
They have a cherry vanilla Coke Zero. Have you had that? That's awesome.
What?
You know, there's cherry Coke and there's vanilla Coke. And
Yeah.
then there's the zero versions of both. There's one that's cherry vanilla Coke Zero.
Wow.
It's
You're
a
going to
combination of everything.
Combination of everything.
You're going to the wrong place to buy this stuff.
I think so. I'm going to Albertsons.
No, they
That's
don't have
not where
anything.
you get
Albertsons
it.
Don't
has-
ask me which Albertsons, please. Thank you.
It's the one over here, right? By
Oh my God! Wait!
Yeah, Main Street.
You guys are gonna
That's
get me killed. Like I'm wanted now because of you guys.
Oh, you have that many followers where someone's gonna come and chase you and kill you?
Yes, exactly. Someone wants my fame.
Keep that hope alive. I like you, man. Keep that hope alive.
I like you,
So
sport.
you're going down Main Street to Albertsons driving your...
Driving my
That Toyota, right?
bicycle.
What color was it again?
Those are assholes.
Is that black one? Yeah.
That's it.
Well, if I come up missing, if I show up missing,
Well, this podcast is only getting better.
man, whatever. Move on to the next topic. Speaking of I have no segue, but you know what I did?
What did
I kid you not.
What happened?
I had to do this. So, when it came to, I don't mean to change the subject from going from a food to a game, Metal Gear Solid. So in October, or I think it's already out. There's like a trilogy, right? 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
For to be out on PS5. So, and I actually didn't go much research into this, but I really need y'all's help. Why is it that 1, 2, and 3 are easily able to be coded for PlayStation 5, but 4, that's for PS3 exclusive, can't be coded for PS4 or PS5? Why?
Was 1, 2, 3 on PS2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
No, 1 was on PS1.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
But-
and then 2 was on 2, and 3 was on 2.
Yeah.
But 4 was on 3.
4 was on 3.
And that's the
That's
problem.
probably- that's the
But it
problem.
was one of the pioneer games for PS3. And didn't you say it was really hard to code for that game?
Dude, PS3 was one of the hardest things to code for, like to make games for, because the way it was architected, it was not easy for studios to developers to make games on it.
Really? But it's
So that's probably why.
it was Konami.
Yeah, but
Doesn't
still, it
matter
doesn't
who
matter.
made it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. The problem with the PS3 was it was made you need to develop it for the PS3, not for a PC, because lots of developers, they make it for a PC,
Yeah.
and then they port it to Xbox, they port it to PlayStation.
There was PS1 classics on PlayStation Store. I'm confused.
But that's the store. That's those are emulators, right? Those are just emulators. They're not. No, there's nothing fancy going on.
Oh, okay.
And that's why a lot of games that you saw on PS3 that are now on PS4, PS5, those are not the PS3 versions of the games. Those are like Xbox versions of the games that they moved over.
Really?
Yeah,
And there was
because
no
it's a lot
Xbox
easier.
version of PS4. I mean, for Metal Gear Solid 4, there wasn't an Xbox
Yeah,
version.
no, because that game had to be made exclusively for PlayStation
Wow,
3.
I was so angry when they said 1, 2, and 3 are on PlayStation 5, the trilogy. I was like, what about 4? It's actually a thing.
Yeah. I know. I get it.
Because
It
4 is
sucks.
my favorite.
They need to figure out how to port things out of the PS3.
Yeah.
It's just the way they made the PS3 was a really. Do you know how poorly the sales were on the PS3 when
Really? I thought-
Xbox 360 was beating the shit. The sales wise, beating the and games wise was just dumping over PlayStation 3.
Dang.
Dumping over it. It was not until later in the PlayStation's life cycle that games started coming out. Oh shit, this looks awesome, and then it started gaining on the Xbox 360.
It
Wow.
definitely caught fire later. In
Yeah,
its
because
life
that's
cycle.
how long it took developers to figure out how to
Make
develop
proper games.
for this properly.
Right. Oh,
Now, I know
okay.
it's
So
disappointing
yeah.
to hear, but there is plans for a Master Collection 2, and they will say that 4 and 5 may find their way
Hey,
out.
5.
When?
Well, they haven't said, but they're working on it.
When was that released?
Well, a while back.
In 2012.
No, it was about 4 months ago.
4 months ago. Okay.
So they're working on
So
it,
it's
but
coming
it'll take a while.
One day. Okay.
Yeah.
So here's what I did. I ordered a PS3 on Amazon
Why?
because I had to play 4.
You what?
I have a PS3. You can just take it. It's sitting in my closet.
Oh, really?
You saw it the other
bought
day.
a PlayStation 3.
I did.
You
I
saw
did.
that mini PlayStation 3 I have, right?
Oh, shoot.
Oh shoot! Whatever, you can have it. You just bought it. You bought it. You can keep it.
Wait, no, I can return it. And then I'll just hold on to yours for a very,
That's
very,
not
very long
expensible,
time.
by the way.
How much was it on eBay? I'm curious.
What'd you pay for it?
Like
Is it the big fat one or is it the smaller one?
a smaller one.
Yeah, okay.
Nothing more than 200.
Was it like a used one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there's no way it's gonna be new.
Okay.
Yeah. Now I feel like an idiot buying it because
It's fine, I
but I bought it for the PS4.
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
mean PS3 to
Mhm.
play Metal Gear
Or
Solid
you could just
4.
wait for the collection.
No, I have a hankering. I have a hankering and I have to play this game.
Well, this I will sell to you.
Backstory.
What do you got there.
I asked him how much can you.
$300.
No, I asked him, hey, how much would this like go for?
You know, I don't like your attitude. $350.
He said, oh, like $10. And I was like, oh, okay. And he's like, wait, for you? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, 200. I was like, what?
Console not included.
That's a good deal.
Console not
You
included.
did mention it's a collector's, thing. So
No, because think about it.
It's
they
rare.
don't sell this anymore, right?
Yeah.
They don't sell this kind anymore. And it looks beautiful. And it has the game. Plus it has the other. What is that other thing?
You know what? We can pop it in one day and check it out.
You've had this since 2008 when it came out.
Probably, yeah.
Or when it 2000, whenever.
I'm sure
Mhm.
I saw it, but I just don't remember what was in it. I think it's the making of it, maybe like a short documentary with Kojima.
Speaking of short documentary, the thing about Metal Gear Solid 4 and how he got this. He doesn't remember the story, but I remember the story because he told me. It was.
I don't remember how I got this.
His friend went to the seminar when this was being released, and Noman couldn't go. I
What
don't know
seminar?
why. It was just something that this was like where I don't know which place it was,
Okay.
like GameStop or something like that.
Yeah.
And it was like a line back in the day when you wait in line for games and not just
That
download
was
it.
those days were awesome.
They were.
Like the midnight releases.
Did you ever camp out?
I didn't camp out, but for Grand Theft Auto 5.
Mm-hmm.
I camped. I didn't camp out, but I stood in line at midnight.
Like a tent.
Yeah, I didn't camp out, but I was like, there's a line around the corner for like it's like, oh, it's 12 o'clock, and then there was this gigantic line. I got off of work and I got in line, and I was just there from like 8 p.m. to 1 a.m.
Oh my god.
And I was just in line. It was like the most fun experience.
Wow.
I was talking to people. I was like meeting new friends. Never reconnected, but whatever. But I met like New York
have
people
friends.
I would have never like talked to. Like I talked to so many
Nice.
gamers.
Yeah.
You find your audience. You find your people.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And it was
Exactly.
just fun, just standing in line talking to shit.
Yeah.
And then you finally get to the front. You give you a nice poster. They give you the game. You pay the price.
You go home and play
You
it.
go home and play it.
Yeah.
At 1 a.m.
But you didn't go for this one.
I didn't
Your
go for this
friends
one.
went. I don't know which friend was it, right? But he went, and then he gave you a
I
call.
need to figure out what
and he
friend
kept
this
on
was.
updating you. He kept on updating you, saying like, "Yeah, we got it, man. That we're in line. We're apparently we're ahead. We're good." And then he calls you, giving you an update, dude. It turns out that they don't have enough games. There's like an update. I don't think they're gonna be able to get it. And then he calls you, "No, we're good. And then he calls you again, saying, "Dude, I don't think it's looking that good, man." And then like
That's a lot of back and
I need
forth.
to figure out who this friend was.
And then
Like,
he calls you.
I love this friend. I
And
don't
then-
know who would stand in line for me. You know
And
what I
then
mean?
he calls you, and then he goes, "Dude, we got it. We got it. I got your copy, man."
Really?
It's okay. I don't know what angel was there that night.
Yeah, who is this?
Was it you?
No, I don't think
it
so.
was me.
I don't think it
No,
was you.
2008. That's long time ago. Shit, man. I don't know.
I don't know. Someone hooked you up, and they got
Yeah,
this type of Metal Gear Solid.
I feel
This
like
is
I was in
Satisfaction?
I was in community college at that time, and probably one of my
One of the guys from class?
one of the guys from class, my animation class, probably.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like they probably went for me and got it. I'm
Okay.
guessing.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, hey, man. And then you played it once, and you're like, "I never touch this again."
Yeah, I beat it one time.
And then I borrowed it for
It didn't do
years.
anything for me.
I borrowed it for years, and then you.
And then
took
I
it back.
waited for Metal Gear Solid 5, and that one I was hooked.
Why did you borrow it for years?
It's because so the thing is, I have a lot of things from him for years, and he tells me this: you can borrow it for a really long time, but when I ask for it back, I need it back. I was like, okay, cool. And this is one of those things.
I asked this, like I literally told you give that back to me.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
When did I do that?
This was years ago when you asked for it back because
Mm.
apparently you wanted to play it again, try
Really?
it, and you never went through with it,
Okay.
right? But when it came to Resident Evil 6, he just gave it to me. I don't know why.
Oh yeah,
He
that
just-
game was complete and
He
utter.
didn't even finish it.
pure
Take it.
trash.
Do not give it back to
Yeah.
me.
You didn't want that one back, huh?
Yeah. Listen, Resident Evil 1 was one of my all-time favorite games. I played the demo. It scared the shit out of me. The dog comes out of the window.
Oh man, there's always a dog
That
in
was the
window
first
scene.
scare I've ever had as far as video games
I have
go.
a question for you. The demo. Did it come in like through the mail where they give you like a whole bunch of like?
Yeah,
packs?
yeah. So they give you one disc. I think I was signed up with some kind of magazine. I forgot what it was. Was it EGM or some shit? I forgot what it was. I honestly don't know. I don't remember. But they would give you every month. You would get one demo disc,
Mm.
and it would have 15 games on it,
Nice.
and you just
Wow.
go through them. And that's where I found Metal Gear Solid. That's where I played it for the first
The
time.
first one.
First one.
Wow.
That's where I was like, I need to buy this game. I don't know what the hell it is. This is amazing. And I play the demo over and over and over and over and over again, doing random different things every time.
Interesting.
And it would end you get into the vents, and then Miller calls, and that's when the demo ends. I'm like, no.
Oh, so it's just the hangar, the helicopter
just that
hangar.
beginning part. Yeah.
Wow.
It was like, wow, this game is so good. And then I'm like, I need to know the story. I need to know what's going on, And I eventually ended up buying it. I started begging my parents, I need this game, and I got it. And then I gave
was
that
the case back then.
Yeah, and I gave that
Interesting.
demo disc as a gift to a friend. Like, it was like his birthday, and I'm like, hey, here you go, man. You can have this. And I gave him the demo disc, and that was his like gift from me. And he was so excited to play Metal Gear's demo.
Maybe that was the same friend who got you this. He was like, I owe him.
No.
I owe him.
That was Metal Gear Solid. That we're talking Metal Gear Solid 1.
Mm-hmm.
That's like 1997. What was it? 1990.
How old were you?
Man, I was in elementary school.
10.
Yeah, something
Ish.
like that. Like 12ish, yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
But yeah, Resident Evil 1, man, that game. What? Oh, hey, in the demo disc, that's where I found Crash, the love for my Crash
all the
Bandicoot.
Pioneer games.
Yeah, Crash
What
1.
kind of demo disc was this? It's like, we're going to create one that's going to be like
Metal Gear Solid,
revolutionary.
Crash, Resident Evil.
all
It had
in one?
so many, and they were all like nice, easy, itty bitty games, right? It's like
Oh, bite-sized games.
bite-sized demos,
Yeah.
right? And it's like, oh my god, it gives you just enough to
That you want
that
more.
you want more.
Wow.
And that's where I found the love of games. That's where I found everything. It was in the demo discs.
You had a PS1 and then magazine that came in, and boom, you've just been hooked ever since.
Yeah.
So that was your that. So Naughty Dog came in,
Mhm.
Metal Gear Solid came in
Yeah.
for Hideo Kojima,
Konami, yep.
and then you had Resident Evil. These are
Yeah.
all the things that were just passed down to me.
pretty much.
You're old. That's all I can say, man.
Have I said? I've said the story of how I found Final Fantasy games, right, on the podcast. I think in the past.
I think
I
you
think you
mentioned
have.
number 7 of how it happened.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was another, like, because of Resident Evil, I found Final Fantasy. That's basically what happened.
Yeah, that's right.
Because I went to buy Resident Evil 2.
And they didn't have it.
They did have it. But I had extra money. I had extra Toys R Us money. And I'm like, oh, I have $20 more. What should I get? And I just randomly picked a cool cover. And that was the greatest hits Final Fantasy 7.
And then you left it on the shelf.
And
for
I
a
never
while.
played it. I was like, I don't care
How
about this.
does that even happen?
It's so cool, man.
And then all these years later, now you're getting a tattoo of a Buster Sword.
Well,
on your arm.
yeah, exactly. I'm gonna get that eventually. I want to show you guys what I have so far. I will show you eventually. But the cover, the reason I got attracted to Final Fantasy 7 was like, because I'm just picking a game at
The
this point.
Buster Sword.
No. Well, I'm picking a game at some point. I'm just like, I have $20 just burning a hole in my pocket. I need to spend it on a game, right? It's like, it's Toys R Us money, so I can only buy shit from here. So there's no other option. So I'm walking around. There's this huge shelf of just random ass games, right? I'm just like, oh, what do I buy? I'm looking at all the $20 games, like 20.
Rest in
okay,
peace,
20.
Toys R Us, by the way.
Yeah, man. Oh my dude, the giraffe. Did you guys see the signs when they started closing? What they put? What was it? Jeffrey the giraffe says.
Jeffrey, yeah. No, what did he say?
Oh my god! Pull this up. This is it made me so sad.
I didn't even realize they put up a sign.
Yeah, they put up a sign.
The day where a grown man is gonna cry.
Yeah, dude, it was so. I can't see. I'm the stupid.
You're the one who put it there and gave me the
You
idea.
made me put it there.
Yeah, because you thought of it first.
I keep talking.
Okay, yeah. So Toys R Us.
Oh, that is so sad.
I guess everyone has grown up. There's no more toys.
Toys R Us kids.
Yo, what?
Those were the signs on the. Can you say it properly? Like the whole thing.
Okay. I guess everyone has grown up. There's no more Toys R Us kids.
And it's supposed to be in a sing-songy fashion too.
And there's a giraffe holding a suitcase.
That's the
packing
giraffe.
up
That's
his
their
stuff.
mascot. Yeah.
This is exactly how I kicked you guys out of my studio.
Yeah, it really was.
And those were the signs on the closed Toys R Us doors.
That's
Dang.
terrible.
Yeah.
Man, we had to play on emotions. How did
Yeah,
you
man.
feel?
Oh, but that was so sad.
So sad.
That was like one of the greatest stores as a kid.
that in Best Buy.
But let me finish my Final Fantasy story.
Yes.
So I was looking through all the $20 games, like like, oh, this cover looks cool. I like it. It's all white. It's got the Buster Sword, whatever. All that's cool.
Looking at Shinra Mansion.
Greatest hits, yeah, Shinra Mansion. But then I saw a little detail on the box, and it said 3 discs. I'm like, what in the?
What?
This thing has 3 discs. $20.
How does that work?
You know how expensive discs were back then?
They were a lot.
CD-ROMs were so expensive.
And all that for $20.
And I'm like, yank. I opened it and I saw 3 discs. I'm like, holy crap. But I'm going to play you later because I got to play Resident Evil. Yeah, that's why I picked Final Fantasy.
You know what?
And absolutely fell in love with it.
You know what attracted me to the game? Like on the back of it, I never played it, but on the back of it, it said, could possibly be the greatest game of all time.
Where? Who said that?
It's on the back of the cover. The CD.
What game?
Final Fantasy VII.
Oh,
the PS1 version.
Okay.
Right
Yeah,
on the back of it said could possibly be the greatest game ever made.
Yeah, I remember that because those were reviews.
Oh yeah.
Those were reviews by like big websites and big magazines.
Yeah.
Because there was a greatest hits. You're talking about the greatest hits box.
Oh.
So it was already out for a while, and now you can get it as a greatest hits.
Okay.
And so they were reviews.
Put reviews on it.
Yeah, it's quite possibly the greatest game, and it is.
Okay.
It literally is. Like no lie, that is. If you play it through,
it's arguable.
If you play it through and you stick with it, because
Arguable.
it took me like 5 tries to get into it.
Arguable.
Fun fact: do you know that the game is exactly the same on all 3 discs?
What do you mean?
In Final Fantasy VII, no matter which disc you have put in, the game is exactly the same on there.
I don't understand. What does that mean?
Like you're playing through 1.
Yeah, so you played disc 1, and then it tells you
put in 2.
Insert disc 2.
Yeah, but the thing is, all of the gameplay of disc 2 is also on disc 1.
How does that work?
The only thing that changed are the cutscenes. That's what's different in each disc.
Oh my god!
So that's how much space the
cutscenes took up all the space. The game is the same in every single disc.
So it's kind of like the source code. They're using the same source code for every single game.
Wow, that's crazy.
The game technically is on one disc.
So all 3 discs have the game.
It's the same game.
But the cutscenes are so removed and the new ones are added.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if we asked the same on Final Fantasy VII trivia, he would have gotten it wrong.
Yeah, he would have gotten it.
That would have been wrong. That's interesting.
That's really cool.
Awesome.
Oh yeah. But they don't make multiple disc games anymore.
They don't need it. You know, these things are 50 gigs now, right? How big is a Blu-ray disc now? Is it 50 gigs?
50 gigs? 75 gig?
Imagine that.
But there's a game coming out that has 2 discs.
It does, right?
There's a game coming out that has two discs. What is it?
Something has 2 discs coming out.
Something has 2 discs.
I don't remember what it is though.
I need to look it up.
Impossible.
PS5 game.
Not in this day and age.
No, there is. There is something coming with the multiple discs.
There is. There is for sure. First PS5 game to ship in 2 discs.
Is
it? What is it?
Is it A?
Oh, it's Horizon.
Horizon is a 2-disc set?
Yeah, it's 100 gigabytes of data.
Oh my god.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
It'd be huge.
And then there'll be a 40 gig download after you install it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh man, remember those downloads that take all night?
I remember that.
Yeah.
The worst would be when you would go to sleep, you'd wake up and the download failed at some point in the middle of the night. And you have to start all over again.
The thing that comes up saying download failed, press or to go back, and it's like nothing has ever happened. Oh, I hate those so much. I think that's pretty much it.
What?
I did not catch any of that.
It's like Scooby-Doo, just follow the inflections. It's like, I think he said. Any other topics you guys have? Anything that's trending?
Nothing yet.
Well, all right then.
I'm feeling good.
All right. Thank you so much for watching this episode of No Logic Game Podcast. If you like what you saw, go ahead and hit that like button and comment down below. Last but not least, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you can see what we're all making next. Thank you so much again for watching, and we'll catch all of you.
Follow us on TikTok.
The next episode, TikTok. Yes.
See ya.
Bye. We don't have the little button anymore to hit. Remember the little button that it used to be?
Boo! I have to click on a mouse.
We have a whole ass
I have a
Stream Deck.
Bluetooth wireless mouse and I have to drag into the button and I have to hit stop recording.
All I'm saying is it used to be easier.
Dr. Respect is gonna get so sad. We have a button to stop the recording.
It used to be easier with just one button, and we just have to add it back on. That's all I'm saying. We spend a lot of money on the Stream Deck. We're not even freaking using it.
I thought you were
Return
going to
it.
set it up.
Get the money back.
No,
Return
it's
it.
too nice. It's too nice.
I thought you were going to set that up.
One day.